He is tall, he is robust, he is incredibly shredded. He is my friend, and his name is Tobias. I was having a conversation with my friend Tobias after our club activities, martial arts, boom boom. And he came to me a little bit distressed in his face, and he told me that he actually lied to me about his age. That in this whole time that I knew him, a few months, he was actually 17, like he claimed. He was 18. And he seemed like he was genuinely upset about lying. So I said, hey man, no problem. It hasn't affected me and my relationship with you at all. So we just talked about it, and I asked him why. And he told me that it was because the membership to the club was a lot cheaper for 17-year-olds than 18-year-olds. He told me this, and he didn't try to convey any reasons. He didn't try to hide any reasons. He didn't try to cover up for himself. He said the truth plainly as it was, and that's when I began really respecting him leading up on the next events. Because what he showed me afterwards was more than just the typical appearance for the sake of appearance. He didn't just try to cover himself, or he didn't just give me a reasoning, or he didn't just end the story there. He told me, and I feel bad, I want to tell the coach about it and, make things right with him. And I said, why? Why is that the route that you want to choose? And he said, because I feel bad for lying. And he said it with determination, he said it firmly, and I truly believed it. I truly believed that he felt bad about lying about such a thing, about saving himself money, which is a trait and a quality that I don't see in many men nowadays. So I felt inspired, and I started asking him more questions. And he told me that he actually paid all the money back. All the money that he had saved up from the money he couldn't pay at the beginning, once he started attending, more often, and he was also working on the side with the money that he was earning from now being employed, he paid back the money from the months that he missed out. He just said to the instructor, hey, I think my birthday might be wrong, because the membership should cost more than it does now. And so he reversed to the right membership for him, the right membership price for an 18-year-old. And so I was a bit confused. I asked him, well, you've paid the money back, what else do you want to do? And he said, I want to tell him the truth. And I felt ashamed of myself, because I thought that was strange. I thought that doing the right thing like he was trying was kind of strange, and he really gave me a reality check, so this is why I'm talking about him today. He said that he wanted to talk to the instructor and tell him that he struggled financially at the beginning, that it wasn't a birthday mistake, he didn't write the wrong birthday. It's just that he struggled and couldn't pay at the beginning. And when he told me, I just looked at him, flabbergasted. I couldn't believe it. I was at a loss for words. And so I asked him, why? Why is it necessary for you to do this? And he said, because I feel real bad about it. I don't feel good. I feel like I've made a sin. Him and I are religious, and so we talk about sins a lot. He's a Christian. And so I said to him, and so I explained to him something in order to ease his heart. In my head I was thinking, okay, well, this might cause more problems for him, and it's not really necessary. It's not... Look, it's always better to go for the truth, but he's already reversed the damage. He's already paid back the amount that was needed. Reversed the damage. No damage was done, but you know what I mean. And he set everything in order, so I was trying to think to myself whether it was necessary or not to now take these steps, because he seemed really quite worried about how to come forward to do it, and how it might affect his relationship with him, the instructor. And I said to him, the relationship with the instructor might actually in fact get worse if you tell him this truth, after first saying, oh yeah, I think I just got the thingy wrong, the date of birth. Or it might improve, but we don't know, and it was a risk that I just wanted to make him feel a bit more at peace. So from a religious standpoint, I said to him, look, God is the most forgiving, right? And if God forgives you, you are not to want to go against the Almighty. If somebody Almighty forgives you, who are you to then not forgive yourself, right? And so explaining this to him, I said, look, the fact that you have such a burden in your heart and that you repent truly and truthfully is a clear sign and a clear indication of your illustrious nature, of the fact that you are so grounded and such a good man in the heart inside. Don't let this torment you any longer. Don't be injured by it. It's in forgiving that we are forgiven. Just forgive yourself for it, and then the pain in your heart will ease. I told him, man, if you feel bad about it, that's because God isn't letting you go. If He's making you feel bad about it, that's your punishment. Now, if you want to hold on to that pain instead of letting it run through you like the wind, and then carry on forward, knowing more about yourself than you did before, then carry on being in pain, but that's not the way of us believers. And so when I said this to him, it seemed like the words got to him. They went through to him, rather. And he just said thank you. And again, he displayed such authenticity that it threw me off. I didn't know how to respond to it. I was truly impressed. He's a little bit younger than me, but he's not avoiding the truth. He may have lied, but he wasn't avoiding the truth any longer, and he was trying to tussle with reality. And as a man, I just couldn't help but respect that. And I thought that we could all learn from him. So I shared his story about him being so honest and having such an open heart that he lives with his bad deeds in mind and tries to do the right thing. And I was happy that a Christian like from today, young, is behaving in such a way. So yeah, shout out to you, Tobias. Anyway, that's it for today, so yeah, much love.